Good morning. It's Thursday, August 11th, and today I want to take you to Greenland, where there are world-shaking events taking place. Now, the ice melt in Greenland is contributing mightily to the temperature rises, to the forest fires, and to the other heat-related events that have struck this country and have struck all over the world. There have been fires raging in places that never had forest fires before. So that's the bad part of this story. But the good part of this story is that the ice is melting, and because of the ice melt, the sands and soils of Greenland are now exposed. They are exposed to exploration. And the exploration of these sands and soils is being sponsored by billionaires or paid for by billionaires from around the world. And maybe a few millionaires are thrown in there too. And these names are familiar to you. Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, Michael Bloomberg. They are all funding the exploration of the sands of Greenland, because those sands contain minerals that we desperately need to continue our lifestyles. These are minerals that are needed to create the chips that run our society these days, right? And how are they doing this exploration? There are not millions of men or hundreds of thousands of men roaming those sands. They are doing this with helicopters and transmitters. And this is taking place on the west coast of Greenland. And these helicopters and these transmitters are able to identify the minerals that are beneath the soil. And I imagine they're doing that because they have these sound waves that go out and they come back. And by some miracle of the computer, they can identify the quantity and the density and the basic substance of the minerals that they are searching for. It's a very, very exciting event that's taking place, because there aren't too many places in the world where these minerals exist. And so to find a huge supply, the world will benefit from that. Now, of course, we have to take the suffering of the ice melt along with this big benefit. So we must look upon the climate crisis created by the Greenland melt as an opportunity for investors and mining companies to reach this treasure trove of critical materials capable of powering the green energy transition. Because without these minerals, much of what we want to do in the future would be severely limited. Now, in the world, nothing is for sure, but I'm betting that this band of billionaires and their associates will find below the surface of the hills in the valleys of Greenland's Disco Island and Nusquak Peninsula, there's enough critical materials to power hundreds of millions of electric vehicles. They are looking for a deposit that will be the first or second largest, most significant nickel and cobalt deposit in the world. That's what one of the owners of Cobalt Metals told us. These people are not playing games here. This is a serious business. So the Arctic's disappearing ice created for Greenland a great opportunity to provide the minerals that could save the world. And the people who are backing this venture in Greenland are amongst the smartest and most successful people in the world. So I believe this project will go a long way toward making our world a safer place. Unfortunately, we must suffer through some of the events that are caused by the ice melt. The companies that are involved in this venture are not household names. Cobalt Metals and Blue Jay Mining are out there to find the rare and precious metals that are necessary to build the electric vehicles and massive batteries to store renewable energy. Along with the people from those companies, there are 30 geologists, geophysicists, cooks, pilots, and mechanics that are camped at the site where Cobalt and Blue Jay are searching for this buried treasure. And I hope that they come to a gigantic source, which is what it indicates. I am sure that men like Bezos and Bloomberg and Gates are not in this game for money. They're not in the game to make money. They are in the game to save us, to save the world. And that is a noble venture. And we must recognize the fact that while we are in terrible shape right now with the heat and the floods, there's a glimmer of hope in Greenland. And many more people should hear about this and learn about what's going on to save the world and not be desperate naysayers. So I give you encouragement this morning that there are a team of people working hard to come up with a solution. But it won't be easy and it will take time. But I look at this as part of the future. So I hope you all recognize that fact also. And I leave you with that this morning. Have a great day.